GTA 6 has just been rumoured to be getting delayed yet again. It seems hard to believe, but one comment has sent the fans into an absolute meltdown, with all of them debating the exact same question. Will GTA 6 actually get delayed again? Today we're guiding you through the insider knowledge and showcasing 5 reasons why GTA 6 won't get delayed again. So without further ado, let's dive in. I just want to start off by addressing where all of this drama has come from, because it's all stemmed from one source, that being Tom Henderson, and I'll show you Mr. Henderson's statement in just a moment, but essentially all he said is that based on the rumours and murmurs he's been hearing, he just can't see GTA 6 releasing in May, and he thinks it's more likely it would come out around October time, and this doesn't seem like that big of a deal, right? One guy saying that he can't see GTA 6 releasing in May, and I mean, this definitely isn't the first time that somebody has said that, and it's not really groundbreaking news, so to speak. But as with all things GTA 6, Twitter and YouTube and news articles online ran absolutely wild with it, and ultimately this sent us as fans into panic mode, with countless headlines stating that an inside source said that GTA 6 will be delayed again. Anyway, let's play the clip.
I mean, to be honest, I don't think that it is going to release in May. For some reason, I just cannot see GTA 6 releasing in May. You know, all the rumblings and so on just doesn't seem to suggest it. Not good enough to corroborate a report on it. So me personally, I think we're looking at October.
Okay, so I hope you've watched that and taken it all in, but here's one thing I just want to point out. Of course, Tom Henderson's opinion is valuable because he does actually have internal links within Rockstar, and adding on to that, he's the owner of Insider Gaming, which has been a reliable and reputable source in the past, and in general, they have been at the forefront of making predictions and getting them right, especially when it comes to Call of Duty and Grand Theft Auto. But in this context, all I want to say is this: it wasn't a leak from Tom Henderson, and it wasn't insider info either. It was basically just his opinion, and he even stated that he didn't have any sufficient evidence to back this up. So this is where we can start sort of dissecting this claim, because yes, there's no denying that Rockstar have obviously delayed games in the past, just like they have with GTA 6, but it's important to focus on the fact that they only do this when they set a release window, and what I mean by this is when they set really broad release dates, for instance whole months or even whole seasons, and these benefit Rockstar in a couple of ways. First off, the most obvious one is that it gives Rockstar a lot of time and flexibility to choose when they want to release their game. But secondly, even if Rockstar know they're not going to release their game in that window, it still gives them a great opportunity to use it as a placeholder to build hype for the fans by setting a date not too far away, and also putting in a rough estimate for shareholders too. You may know that GTA 5 was pushed from spring 2013 to an exact date of September 17th, and with their next game Red Dead Redemption 2, it was delayed multiple times, first from fall 2017 to spring 2018, and then once again to its official release date on the 26th of October 2018. And this same trend can be observed for all of Rockstar's releases. They always provide a window first, and when they're 100% confident, that's when they give us that exact release date, and their track record shows that they have 100% reliability when it comes down to this. So when Rockstar sets a deadline, you can be sure they're going to hit it, and this makes May 26th, 2026 way more reliable than people seem to realise. And that leads nicely into my next point now, because throughout all of this, you may have wondered, why did Rockstar choose May 26? It must be significant, right? And there's obviously a reason why Rockstar strategically picked that date. Whether that date is set to maximise sales and player availability, who knows? But Rockstar above all is very pedantic about this type of stuff, and you may be surprised to know that this is the exact date that Ray Liotta died. But essentially, this legend was the voice behind Tommy Vercetti, obviously being the main protagonist in GTA Vice City. So this definitely feels like a subtle tribute not only to him but to also Vice City's legacy, and this would make complete sense as obviously GTA 6 is set in modern day Vice City. But that's not the only cool coincidence coincidence. May 26 is also the date of Bonnie and Clyde's funeral, and as you may know, they tie directly into GTA 6, with them being quite a big inspiration behind the new dynamic duo, that of course being Jason and Lucia. So I think it's highly likely that all of these are interrelated, and Rockstar loves providing us with these little inklings and details, so it doesn't make sense for them to change things after they cautiously selected this symbolic date. But that wouldn't be the only repercussion of another delay, because at this point in time, Rockstar has likely already locked in their physical production, and by that I mean they've likely already put orders in place when it comes to the manufacturing of their discs and their cases, and also their designs for the physical items which are going to be in the collector's edition. And the reason this is important is because if Rockstar wants to hit their current date, then all of this stuff has to be finalised at bare minimum 3 months before release. And with the biggest game of all time, GTA 6, all of this stuff ideally should be done by the end of the year. And that's just the production side of things. When it comes to actually dispatching and selling GTA 6, then there needs to be tons of communication with online and in-store retailers, because the biggest shops in America like Walmart, Best Buy and GameStop would have already reserved the floor space for GTA 6, and if they haven't yet, then they're going to quickly start clearing space in line with that date. And on top of that, you've possibly also got the stockroom space that's already been allocated, as well as the marketing or promotional periods which have all been synced up with May 26th. So moving the drop of GTA 6 even just by a few months would cause a massive logistical headache, not just for Rockstar but for Sony, Microsoft and all the other retailers worldwide. And following on from that, it would cause a massive headache for some of us too. I mean, loads of us have already booked off holiday for that specific week, and those of us who haven't or can't might just contract the flu for that week. So if Rockstar delays GTA 6 again, it's going to be incredibly frustrating, not just because we have to wait longer for this game, but because the majority of us are just going to have to move our holiday once again to the new date. And just imagine what it's like for some of the fans who won't be able to cancel or move their time off. All of that would just end up being incredibly annoying for us, and ultimately the unfortunate fact is that a lot of that frustration would be taken out directly on Rockstar, even if it is simply good intentioned and for the benefit of the players. So us as fans are already fully committed, so let's hope Rockstar is too. But moving on from that now, I want to discuss the other point that Tom Henderson raised, and that's that a release in October would make more sense and help maximise holiday sales. But if you really think about this for a moment, it doesn't really make much sense at all, because GTA 6 doesn't really need it. Let's be honest, in this one-off case with GTA 6, the holiday season is almost irrelevant. We are all quite aware by now that Rockstar is dropping the biggest game of all time, and GTA 6 will sell in May, August, December, literally any month of the year, it doesn't actually matter. So this particular part of Tom Henderson's claim is a bit unsupported, as most of us who are huge fans of GTA 6 aren't going to wait till Christmas to get the game, and the biggest boost in sales during that time would likely just be teenagers and children who are having the game bought for them. And in addition to that, why would Rockstar burn all their goodwill just to slide it a few months forward and capitalise on these holiday sales when they could literally just capitalise on the Christmas period of 2025? Because if they release GTA 6 with pre-orders at the end of this year, it would just tick all of the right boxes, and it would mean that firstly Rockstar sticks to their guns and releases the game on time, as well as capitalising on the Christmas period of this year. And this would line up rather nicely because we're expecting trailer 3 around that time too. Of course, I don't have to tell you that they wouldn't open the GTA 6 pre-orders in January when everyone's got no money, so just keep your eyes peeled, because when we get that next news on GTA 6 around November or December time, that's when we're gonna get either trailer 3 and pre-orders, or trailer 3 with the announcement of another delay. So against everything we've talked about today, let's touch on why they might actually delay GTA 6, because there are way more positives than negatives. For instance, as we've seen with Rockstar before, they have a whole lot of integrity and respect for their player base, and as per their track record, if they were to delay GTA 6, it wouldn't be in an attempt to cash grab. It would just be a further opportunity for them to polish and deliver a game that exceeds our expectations, just like they did with Red Dead Redemption 2. And in case you forgot their first announcement, their goal is always to exceed our expectations, and GTA 6 is no no exception. So evidently, a delay would pain us all in the short term, but in the longer term it's gonna guarantee it's perfect on release. And besides, even if it is delayed, GTA 6 is still gonna break every single record when it drops. And let's be real, everyone's still gonna buy it, despite some people rage baiting and saying they're not gonna play it just because of one silly delay. But with all we've discussed today, the chances are looking pretty slim.